Bonjour, Afrique Mon Afrique TV, un plaisir une fois de plus encore de vous avoir au micro, votre servante auditrice Doudou Teklengoulé, c'est mon nom. Je suis pour vous ici à Silver Spring, Maryland, pour couvrir cet événement historique qui a commencé dans l'état de Georgie et qui s'est déplacé quelques années plus tard dans l'état de Washington DC. Miss Cameroun Pejin, qui est une initiative de l'éducate Atabondi, qui fait ce Miss Cameroun depuis quelques années et qui est venu encore une fois de plus, malgré les temps difficiles, nous présenter cet événement, bien sûr avec le support des sponsors et de tout le staff ici présent. Nous allons vous faire vivre cet événement pas à pas. Restez connectés, ça a été toujours un plaisir pour Afrique Mon Afrique TV d'être parmi vous. Ça sera toujours un plaisir de vous faire vivre comme ça la culture hors de nos frontières. La compétition est rude, nous allons écouter les filles tout à l'heure, une par une. Restez connectés.
Use them like you used Queen Esther to change our world to be a better place. I pray, oh God, that at the end of all this, you alone will take the glory. Bless the visionary, bless the sponsor, bless the judges, and bless everyone that has come to support. Bless the parents, but above all, let Jesus be glorified. In Jesus' name we pray.
Your table, and the bar is also operational. Cash bar. So please welcome, get up from your seat and make your way to the back and get you some food. It's dinner time, right? Thank you. Once again, I'm Lady K. So much, Pastor, for that wonderful prayer. Please, you may be seated. Just a little housekeeping. We have, if you're just coming in, there's food at the back. Please help yourself. There's plenty to eat. We also have a cash bar. You do have water on your tables for courtesy. And we have the red carpet at the lobby, so feel free to go and take some pictures. We also have the MoneyGram photo booth. We thank MoneyGram for being here. Brussels Airlines. Thank all our sponsors, all our beautiful visiting queens from different pageants, from Miss America system, Miss Maryland, United States, Miss Africa, USA, Miss Cameroon, USA, Miss South Africa. I mean, we have all the beauty queens right here. So thank you. Right now, we are going to shoot straight into the program, and I'm very, very honored to introduce our MCs who are going to drive this program, keep you on your seats, enjoy the night, I'm going to bring on the beautiful Miss Azo Kabena. Thank you. She hosted Miss Africa last year, Miss Africa USA. She's hosted several huge concerts in the DC area, so she's well known on the stage. And may I bring on Mr. Patrice Tamokon. He's the finest guy, the finest Cameroonian. Yes, and he's also a pro. Both of them will keep this program going very smoothly, and please enjoy the night. That is it from me. Enjoy the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lady Kate. Alors, bonsoir, messieurs et mesdames. I can't hear you guys. Bonsoir, messieurs et mesdames. Bonsoir. Voilà. Patrice, are you feeling them?
Not yet. Do it again. Hello, ladies and gents. You guys are looking pretty and handsome. Let's make some noise in the house and relax. More like that. More like that. I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy to have you guys amongst us tonight. This is Miss Cameroon USA 2016. Make some noise for our contestants in advance. Awesome. The beauty of this pageant cannot be what it is without having an excellent director. So what I do want to do is introduce to you our pageant production manager for Miss Africa USA, who's been the pageant director for Miss Africa USA for the past 10 years. I actually had the pleasure of working with him last year. He's an international level pageant coach, ladies and gentlemen. That's how serious Miss Cameroon USA is. We bring in nothing but the best. He himself has been a former Mr. USA, Mr. Black America,
Awesome.
okay? Mr. United States, 9-time United States National Dance Champion.
Wow.
All right? He's a pageant expert for guess what show?
I'm listening.
Dr. Phil.
Ooh. Wow.
Okay? All right. He's
Wow.
yes.
Okay, you guys give him a hand of applause. Come on.
All right. Mr. Kyle Harvey, ladies and gentlemen, please give him a big round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, it's a blessing to see all of you all here. So I want to talk to you all very quick just to let you know exactly what you're looking for this evening and exactly what the protocol is. These young ladies, actually from around the country, all from Cameroon, have been working for months for this moment. They have been here in the Metro DC area all week doing rehearsals and having me beat them over the head to make sure that they know what they're doing tonight. Again, I've been working with Lady Kate for the past 10 years. And let's give it up for Lady Kate. She has done so much amazing work, raising thousands of dollars in scholarship for these young ladies. Tonight, one of these 9 women will represent the Cameroonian community at Miss Africa USA. She will be competing against other national winners, from around the continent of Africa to hold that prestigious title. So as I said to the judges today, they're not only picking a queen, they're picking a national representative. And so tonight, I expect all of you to encourage each and every one of them to do their very best. I know that you have your favorites, but all of them are winners just by the mere fact of standing on the stage. Would you not agree? Would you not agree? They're all winners. They'll be competing in numerous areas of competition. The MCs will tell you a little bit about that. But I do ask you, I've been to many African pageants. I'm asking you to be kind to every single girl because they are going to give you their very best. So with that said, we are going to have the national anthem for both Cameroon and the United States. So again, we can all stand.
and we will hear from them a little later during our pageant night. I would like to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Julius Aye, ladies and gentlemen. And we will also have Mr. and Dr. and Mrs. Tempusi.
And also we're going to have our honorary chair. We're going to have Dr. Aretha Makia also. I don't think she's here yet, but she will be here shortly.
All righty, thank you. So we're done with the acknowledgements. I know you guys are waiting. I know the girls are anxious. The girls are ready. They have a show for you. Let's go ahead and get this party started. We're going to open up the show with the opening dance by the 2,000 contestants for Miss Cameroon USA. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause. Welcome them.
hot already.
I am feeling hot. I saw you feeling the music.
I was feeling the
You
music.
thought you were a contestant for a second.
For 2 seconds.
Okay, maybe we need to think about Mr. Cameroon.
I think next year we should do a Mr. Cameroon.
I am Frank Mbome. I currently reside in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I'm a nursing major at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. In my desire to be useful and be a part of making Cameroon better, I've always asked myself one question. How many people would still be alive today had the necessary information been known and had the proper medical equipment been available? My platform is to support medical facilities. My objective is to start with the General Hospital of Muyuka by providing basic medical equipment such as blood pressure curves, blood pressure machines, glucometers, and also organize workshops for health awareness activities. The reason I am passionate about embarking on medical missions is because I have personally felt the pain of losing loved ones due to the poor healthcare system and practices which are partly associated with the lack of medical supply back home in Cameroon. My inspiration on this journey is mainly driven by my mom's story. My mother had an issue of diabetes. At the age of 32, she presented to the ER with symptoms of fatigue, weakness, blurred vision. The hospital at the time had no basic medical equipment to take her vital signs on presentation. After 10 hours with no medical attention, she became unresponsive and died 2 days later. I strongly believe a simple glucometer and a little bit of medical attention could have saved my mother's life and those of others who have been victims of such practices. As a result of this, I am dedicated in helping my local hospital save lives by providing them those equipment which may seem basic but are very, very essential in the delivery of care. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been really passionate about this mission ever since I moved into the United States. I'm currently a member of the Milwaukee Future Black Nurses Association called the FBNA. Through the FBNA, we work with local churches and healthcare agencies in promoting and providing free healthcare screenings. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not about how much you give, but most importantly, the love and the touch you put into giving that matters. As your Miss Cameroon USA 2016, I will grow my platform with your support. Amongst us are doctors, nurses, lawyers, businessmen, and others who are all ready to contribute to the healthcare system of Cameroon, both financially and materially. With your support, we will send back basic medical equipment to Cameroon, we will organize workshops to train our medical personnel on how to be more responsive to medical emergencies, and yes, with your support, we will make a difference in our beloved Cameroon. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Welcome. My name is Jenny Natsang Chambukong. I reside in Germantown, Maryland, and I'm a student at the University of Maryland, University.
Je suis Jeannette, je suis étudiante à l'Université de Maryland. Ma plateforme consiste à amener le système technologie dans le système de santé camerounais parce qu'au Cameroun encore, les records sont mentionnés par écrit et ces écrits sont parfois mal conservés. Par exemple, il y a eu un malade qui a été victime. On l'a détecté séropositif alors qu'il avait le diabète et on lui a infiltré la leucémie qui l'a entraîné à la mort. Mon objectif, c'est d'aller au Cameroun, préparer les médecins à connaître comment utiliser le système technologie dans le système de santé camerounais, surtout à Bamenda et dans mon village. Donc mon objectif, c'est d'aller pour présenter ma plateforme dans la technologie ou dans la médecine du Cameroun.
As your Miss Cameroon USA, I would like to begin the process of converting paper records into electronic format. I will meet with doctors and nurses to talk to to them and figure out exactly what they need to execute proper patient care. Secondly, I will raise funds, purchase computers, go into a local hospital in Bamenda, specifically in PMI Quinn, and train these doctors on how to use computers and properly record patient medical history. Like the Chinese proverb says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Allow me to take the right step into changing the face of technology in Cameroon for generations and generations to come. Thank you.
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished guests, welcome. D'abord, j'aimerais vous remercier d'être ici aujourd'hui. My fellow contestants and I appreciate. Je m'appelle Njongo Clotu Barbara, a student of the Prince George.
J'ai perdu mon papa quand j'étais jeune et je sais comment ma maman a souffert pour pouvoir nous élever toute seule. Mon programme concerne les œuvres humanitaires. J'aimerais aller pour aider les pauvres à pouvoir s'autosuffire, à pouvoir s'éduquer, pour être mieux indépendant dans le futur. Et pour ça, je suis venu vous présenter ma plateforme afin que vous m'aidiez à pouvoir aller au Cameroun, aider les pauvres, les enfants qui n'ont pas des parents, les enfants qui n'ont pas de moyens, à pouvoir suivre une éducation qui puisse les permettre d'être indépendants. Je remercie infiniment ma maman pour tous les efforts qu'elle a pu faire pour pouvoir faire de nous ce que nous sommes.
Mentality change and assurance. Assuring them that it will be better. Letting them know that being termed less privileged doesn't mean you can't have prospects in life. Secondly, I will be lobbying for projects, organizations, and individuals. I will also be lobbying for funds that will be used in financing these projects. Workshops will be organized to help them to identify themselves. My projects are sustainable, long-term and short-term. The long-terms, they consist of selecting the brightest and providing scholarships. It also consists of creating training facilities for an orphanage, or even two. And now the short-term, it consists of vocational trainings that can be accomplished within a year, such as catering, crafts, photography, designing, carpentry, you name it, to render them economically independent and financially autonomous. So they don't have to wait for God to touch someone before they can feed. So they don't have to wait for God to touch someone before they can clothe. Ladies and gentlemen, if I am given the honor of being your Miss Cameroon USA 2016, I will use that title which I believe has power to be heard, to be granted audience, to accomplish a viable and dependable economy in Cameroon. Thank you.
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges and distinguished guests. À la corde. My name is Atem King Injaw Tazi, and I am from Riverdale, Maryland. Tonight, I am representing a land that is rich in culture and admirable in diversity. I am representing a land whose diaspora was built on perseverance, strength, and courage. I am representing a land whose women represent beauty and intelligence, and whose men represent honor and respect.
Oui, ma plateforme, c'est pour parler des handicapés et les désabilités handicapés au Cameroun. Je suis allé pour la première fois en vacances au Cameroun et j'ai dû transporter mon frère qui est handicapé. de sa chaise pour l'amener à l'école. Les handicapés ne sont pas très bien considérés au Cameroun parce que soit les professeurs et les enseignants n'ont pas suivi une formation adéquate pour aider ces personnes-là. Être handicapé, ce n'est pas un crime, c'est juste une situation difficile à gérer. Et mon objectif, c'est d'aller au Cameroun pour offrir les équipements et pour entraîner les instituteurs à mieux comprendre cette maladie. C'est pour ça que je suis venu plaider pour la cause, afin que vous m'aidiez à réaliser ce projet, car jusqu'à présent au Cameroun, être handicapé, c'est vraiment quelque chose de très difficile à vivre.
I stand before you all quite convinced that the answer does not lie in wheelchairs and walkers to the neighboring community and the school. Could you imagine the change to the community? I plan on holding workshops and seminars to erase the stigma associated with being disabled in Cameroon. Being disabled is not a limitation. It is a challenge. If you all support my Believe to Dream campaign, I promise you, this will be one small step for mankind, but one enormous step for the nation of Cameroon. Thank you all and have a blessed night.
Mon programme, c'est d'intervenir pour des femmes enceintes. Au Cameroun, jusqu'à présent, les femmes enceintes sont tellement mal prises en charge. Nous voulons d'abord, par exemple, parler du cas de Monique qui vient de perdre 2 enfants et qui a perdu sa vie parce qu'elle n'avait pas de moyens. Mon rôle, c'est de pouvoir rassembler tous les équipements possibles et un staff à la hauteur pour pouvoir aller aider, éduquer les femmes enceintes au Cameroun, même dans les villages. Ce n'est pas possible qu'à cette ère où nous vivons, que les femmes continuent à mourir par accouchement difficile tout simplement parce que les moyens ne sont pas réunis. C'est le rôle que je vais jouer en tant que pharmacienne. J'ai des organismes, des compagnies qui sont prêts à donner ce matériel pour que je les amène au Cameroun. Je suis moi-même née au Cameroun, dans ce pays qui est appelé l'un des meilleurs pays en Afrique. Et il est important que les femmes qui sont une bénédiction pour l'humanité tout entière soient bien suivies pendant leur grossesse. C'est la raison pour laquelle je viens vous présenter ma plateforme ici ce soir.
Pictures and videos of a woman in Cameroon surfaced the internet and social media. She laid there, lifeless, drenched in blood, with her 2 babies lying beside her. Those images have not gotten out of my mind. The leading cause of maternal mortality are hypertensive disorders, preeclampsia, or postpartum hemorrhage, excessive bleeding. Over the past 15 years, there have been no progress to reduce maternal mortality in Cameroon until this recent incident. However, there's hope for our women. I say it again, however, there is hope for our women, and that hope begins now. With the job and title of Miss Cameroon USA, I plan to raise awareness against this plague that targets our mothers and sisters. I plan to join efforts with the Ministry of Health to reduce these numbers. As a board member of Call of Roses Foundation, founded by Dr. Ndasi Sivio, we plan to solicit medical resources from pharmaceutical companies here in the United States, such as Merck, Pfizer, and medications such as prenatal vitamins and other appropriate medications for women in these conditions. These medications will be transported to Cameroon, in turn creating intervention and health care where women in this condition can come and feel supported and loved. As a final year pharmacy student, I plan to work with medical professionals from other medical fields here in the diaspora as well as back home to educate Cameroonian women, especially those in the rural areas. Pregnancy is a magnificent gift from God. Therefore, women ought to feel safe and protected during these 9 months of their lives where they are most vulnerable, especially because they spend their entire life looking after us. Like the songwriter would say, sweet mother, I will never forget you. Women are the greatest caregiver God gives to mankind. So ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, I hope you find me worthy as a candidate for the job and title of Miss Cameroon USA 2016.
The higher we are placed, the more humble we shall walk. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, and distinguished guests. My name is Jasmine Fa. I am from Yaoundé, and I currently reside in Dallas, Texas. I'm a senior at the University of North Texas, pursuing my dual degrees in tourism, hospitality management, and French. I represent the most beautiful.
Mon objectif, c'est de pouvoir aider les femmes, les filles au Cameroun à s'auto-éduquer, à s'éduquer, car l'éducation est quelque chose de très très important dans une société. En s'éduquant, ça va les permettre d'avoir un impact dans la société. Pouvez-vous imaginer que seulement 47% des jeunes filles connaissent l'éducation primaire au Cameroun et 28% seulement des jeunes filles finissent leur diplôme de lycéenne, ça veut dire baccalauréat. Mon objectif, c'est de partir au Cameroun pour encourager les jeunes filles à aller à l'école, pour les encourager à s'éduquer, car beaucoup de jeunes filles au Cameroun sont refusées dans les écoles par rapport à leur situation, à quelque niveau que ce soit. Donc mon objectif, c'est de partir encourager toutes les jeunes filles avec les moyens qu'il faut pour qu'elles puissent aller à l'école.
And only 28% of girls in Cameroon graduate from secondary school. That is a scary reality that we face as a nation. Through the Akoli Foundation, I have been able to mentor these young girls and women, raise money for books, school supplies, and necessary toiletries that they need for each school semester. I have also inspired them to explore and promote their God-given talents. If a girl is able to make it through primary and secondary education, she will break the cycle of poverty. This in turn can help prevent teen pregnancy, early forced marriages, and prostitution. The Akoli Foundation currently services to girls in the US, Mexico, Haiti, and Nigeria. This December, I am bringing the Akoli Foundation to start a mission in the rural areas of Cameroon, starting with my father's village in Nangaibogo. As your Miss Cameroon USA 2016, I pledge you one task, and that is building queens in our beautiful Cameroon. Thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs les membres du jury, chers invités, bonsoir. Je vous souhaite la bienvenue. C'est un privilège pour moi de me tenir devant vous ce soir pour vous présenter le projet que j'ai pour le Cameroun. Je suis Ariel Rami, je suis diplômée de l'Université de Texas A&M en ingénieur et je travaille actuellement à New York City comme Associate Project. J'ai beaucoup d'expérience dans le service communautaire et je suis ici pour vous présenter mon projet pour le Cameroun. One of the issues in Cameroon is that more than 37.2% of young Cameroonians are at loose end. And there are many reasons for that. They might be orphan, they might be lacking of resources, financial resources, or they just might have no training or no jobs. So this is actually a problem for Cameroon because we know that young generation
Mon objectif, c'est de travailler dans les œuvres communautaires. Par exemple, je l'ai commencé ici depuis aux États-Unis, à New York, où je suis étudiante. Et vous pouvez vous imaginer 0,2% des enfants au Cameroun ne sont pas supportés par les œuvres communautaires. C'est pour ça que je me propose d'aller au Cameroun pour aider les jeunes, les enfants à pouvoir s'éduquer, à pouvoir recevoir une éducation digne de ce nom, afin qu'ils participent aux œuvres communautaires de la société, car dit-on que la jeunesse, c'est le futur d'un pays et surtout celui du Cameroun. C'est pour ça que je viens vous présenter ma plateforme aujourd'hui.
Most of the children and most of the young Cameroonians in Bangolan integrate the workforce, but all of the young Cameroonians in the west part of Cameroon. I'm working on that right now. I'm doing that in New York City, part of the community. I'm really, most of the time, the street, helping disadvantaged children, going to their house, helping them in school, in whatever subject they need help with. You allow me to be your midst and your representative for Cameroon. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And I wish all of you a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Bonsoir et bienvenue. My name is Nisran Yunga. I completed my secondary education in Cameroon, graduated from the University of Boyer with a double degree in English and French. I am currently a third-year nursing student, and I recently joined the USA Air Force. My platform tonight focuses on improving and bringing employment opportunities in Cameroon. I grew up in Cameroon. I had the goal of being financially independent before hitting my adulthood.
Mon projet, c'est de pouvoir encourager les jeunes Camerounais, car au Cameroun, le problème de l'emploi est extrêmement difficile. Mon projet, c'est d'aller au Cameroun pour pouvoir mettre en place les moyens qui puissent permettre que les jeunes Camerounais puissent s'employer, puissent trouver le travail, puissent participer dans la vie économique du pays. Nous avons déjà un projet sur place et nous avons un Camerounais qui est qualifié déjà pour pouvoir travailler avec ce projet. Il y a beaucoup plus de Camerounais encore. Pouvez-vous imaginer le taux de chômage qu'il y a au Cameroun? C'est inacceptable que dans un pays comme le nôtre, que les jeunes puissent souffrir jusqu'à ce niveau et que personne ne fasse rien. Les Camerounais sont presque asphyxiés, désespérés par leur situation de chômage. C'est la raison pour laquelle je viens vous présenter ma plateforme. Et si vous me donnez cette occasion, j'irai au Cameroun aider mes frères et sœurs à pouvoir trouver de l'emploi. Merci.
Distinguished judges, members of the Miss Cameroon USA Board, ladies and gentlemen, my dear aunties and uncles, good evening. I'm very honored and humbled by the opportunity to stand here in front of you and present myself as a candidate for the Miss Cameroon USA 2016. My name is Tracy Noelle Kinga Elisa. I was born and raised in Nimbe, Cameroon, and I currently reside in Houston, Texas.
I am a senior at the Barrow College of Business.
La mission, c'est de pouvoir supporter le domaine de la santé pour les jeunes, précisément pour les problèmes de kiné. Moi-même, je suis victime, j'en ai souffert pendant très longtemps. Et je souhaite apporter mon support afin que les jeunes, que les enfants qui sont nés de malformations ou qui ont des maladies incurables ne puissent pas souffrir autant que j'ai souffert. C'est pour ça que je viens plaider ma cause devant vous afin de pouvoir aider la jeunesse, les enfants au Cameroun, les éduquer les infirmiers, les docteurs à pouvoir mieux s'occuper des enfants avec des problèmes de santé. C'est la raison pour laquelle je suis venue présenter ma plateforme.
Through awareness and sensitization of kidney disease, I will educate families and patients in various hospitals back home in Southwest region in particular. I will educate them on the kidney disease and provide options for treatment as well as organ donations. I will also partner up with health organizations and foundations that support this cause. Platform, Give Me My Love, from my country, Cameroon. My family background ranging from health administrators, doctors, nurses, my perfect bilingualism, and the friendly Cameroon-USA alliance that we have the privilege to enjoy. Thank you all. Long live Cameroon. Long live the Miss Cameroon USA organization. Long live the USA Cameroon team. Thank you.
Dans la fin des présentations des projets des jeunes dames qui sont venues tour à tour ici pour vous présenter ce qu'elles proposaient dans leur projet en tant que Miss Cameroun. L'événement continue donc avec la deuxième partie qui vous sera présentée bien sûr par les deux présentateurs, Patrick et Assou, qui sont vos hôtes de ce soir. Restez connectés à Afrique Mon Afrique TV. Pour ceux qui viennent de nous joindre, nous sommes ici à Silver Spring, Maryland, pour couvrir l'événement Miss Cameroun Pageant 2016. Miss Cameroun qui est un événement connu très internationalement depuis Washington DC, area, et c'est un plaisir pour nous d'être ici parmi les médias sponsors de Miss Cameroun 2016. Afrique Mon Afrique TV, comme je vous ai toujours dit, là où le monde sera, bougera, nous y serons pour vous. Merci, restez connectés. Nous allons vous faire suivre la deuxième partie de cet événement.
Is make sure that you understand the criteria by which these young ladies are being judged today. I think it's really important. They're fully aware of what the criteria is, but I want to reiterate the criteria so friends and family understand what it is that you're working against all through the night. So the judges are going to be looking at, of course, it's a pageant, it's a beauty pageant, so they're looking at overall beauty. But they also want to look at the content of the speech. They want to make sure that the ladies have a plan of action and also understand that what they're doing for the future has a lot of foresight. Last but not least, they want to make sure that she is qualified to be a queen. Because as Vignelle knows, and we also have Miss Africa USA here, it is not an easy job to be Miss. You're representing a whole generation of young ladies, a country, a continent. There's a lot of expectations and a lot of eyes on them all through the year of your reign. So we want to make sure that you understand what the judging criteria is. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now before we get into that, we're going to announce, we're going to just name a couple more sponsors. We have Cameroon Tribune. Give it up for Cameroon Tribune. TikTok Stars, give it up for TikTok Stars. Apex One Radio. Nelly Foods. Likuba Designs. Magic Bands. Ship to Cameroon LLC. And we're going to be announcing more as we go along. Thank you so much, my beautiful co-host. Before we get into our next traditional segment, we have a beautiful lady in the house, and she's the current Miss Africa, and her name, I knew I was going to mess it up, I'm going to do it anyway. Francis Ndoko. How did I do?
You tried.
I tried? Awesome. Why don't you come with me? Come on. Okay, I want you guys to give it up. I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions. I will keep it nice and brief. I want you to let the audience know what was your drive to contest for Miss Africa.
Excellent question. So as far as my drive to contest for Miss Africa USA, the first thing I have to say is the opportunity to express who I am. Secondly, the honor to represent Nigeria on the stage. And
awesome.
And thirdly, the opportunity to give the audience in the United States and those watching the vision and illustration of what it means to be an African woman in the diaspora.
Awesome.
Sure to help yourself first and then help others. Never try to be someone else because they are taken. Here's the secret. Amplify your unique talents and abilities. Then you will rise and illuminate. That's the way to make a difference in the world. There comes a time when you let go anywhere you want. You just let yourself think. Don't let the past hold you back. Just keep thinking about the way forward. You just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're ready. The ladies are ready. They're coming out here and they're going to be going through the next part of the competition, which is the traditional dance. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and welcome these beautiful young ladies. All right, let's get it started. We want to welcome contestant number 1, Franca. Thank you. Contestant number 1, Franca, who designed her own dress. like to introduce contestant number 2, Janique.
Les chers compatriotes de mon parti unique qui gagne. Si je lance la chanson, répondez-moi.
Oui, Afrique Mon Afrique TV, nous commençons dans la deuxième partie de cet événement avec le côté culturel qui est très important. Le côté culturel qui est très important à ce concours Miss Cameroun. Il va falloir non seulement que les filles soient éloquentes et objectives dans leur projet, mais il faut aussi qu'elles prouvent qu'elles connaissent le côté culturel de leur pays, le Cameroun. Et c'est sur ces pas que nous allons ouvrir la deuxième partie de cet événement qui est purement culturel, artistique. Et les filles vont nous prouver chacune de la région du Cameroun où elle est originaire, qu'elle maîtrise la culture du Bécaye, qu'elle maîtrise la tradition du Bécaye, qu'elle maîtrise l'art culturel du pays où elle veut être représentée comme Miss. Et c'est sous ces pas que nous ouvrons cette deuxième partie. Comme je vous ai dit, partout le monde bougera, Afrique Mon Afrique TV sera pour vous. Vous avez au micro votre auditrice, princesse du tout éclairé. Je serai toujours là pour vous servir. Miss Cameroun 2016, ça se joue ici du côté de Silver Spring, Maryland, avec pour compétition un poste à gagner, celui de Miss Cameroun Beijing 2016 ici aux États-Unis. Nous vous prions de rester connectés pour cet événement qui ne fait que commencer, car très longue. À vous d'admirer la beauté culturelle. Elles ont mis le paquet les filles, elles ont vraiment mis le paquet. Quelle beauté de voir notre Cameroun natal représenté hors de ses frontières. On se dirait à Bamenda, on se dirait à Douala, on se dirait à Yaoundé, on se dirait dans le Nord Cameroun. On n'a pas l'impression que nous sommes aux États-Unis ici. C'est pour dire que chaque Camerounais de la diaspora représente l'ambassadeur du Cameroun. Merci Afrique Mon Afrique TV. Restez connectés. Nous serons de retour.
contestant, that's why I'm dancing. Because I wouldn't be competing with such beautiful women tonight. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All kudos to Lady Kate. Thank you for bringing this beautiful, beautiful crowd here tonight. And just looking at everybody in this crowd tonight, I am so proud to be one of you. Because I think Cameroonians are one of the most beautiful people in the world. And I'm not saying it just because I'm a Cameroonian, I'm saying it because I'm looking at all of you. And it is very wonderful to see that. My name is Aretha Obenson Makia. I was born in Cameroon. I wouldn't say the date, but right around the time when Aija was president, so you know how old I am. And I did my initial education in Cameroon, and I proceeded to go to the University of Yaoundé, where I did a first degree in science, fac sciences. J'ai eu la licence en fac sciences et la maîtrise en physiologie. And I proceeded to come over to the United States, got married to this wonderful gentleman who is not here today, but I'm sure he will be listening. Dr. Asek Makia. I have a degree in, I proceeded to Howard University Medical School, became a physician in 2001, obstetrician gynecologist in 2005, and I've been working as an obstetrician surgeon for 10 years, and I'm working towards getting into law school next year, Georgetown University Law School. The reason why I'm doing this is because I've been given a gift. It's nothing else but a gift. And I stand here today to tell these young women that they can do it. You just have to apply yourself. And also you have to have the attitude of positive enforcement, which I want to do today. I want to positively reinforce everybody in this room. Because when you positively reinforce, then you get good results. As a surgeon, when I walk into the operating room, I notice the nurses will always say, Dr. Makia is here, Dr. Makia is here. I thought it's because I was a great doctor. But then I soon realized, whenever they did that, I did my best. And it was for the best of the patient. The outcome was perfect, and everybody was good.
Good evening once again. Children are a blessing from their Creator. They were not sent to suffer under immoral cover. You caused me to enter in your love desires. You nursed me into this world just to abandon. You failed to understand just one another, giving me enough stress to turn into a vagabond. They called me a bastard because you were funny. You went out to make love of the responsibility. You made me to wander without love and care.
You make me to suffer. It is not fair. You got drunk with power that caused genocide, that claimed all my parents, left me without a future. I have a right to be healthy, to good education, a right to be happy. Why then abandon? I am the future generation to care and to nurture the land of my heritage. Thank you.
Thank you. Contestant number 3, Barbara. Please welcome to the stage contestant number 4, Etes.
Inside my dream to search for you. Looking like a dream come true, cause you make my dream come true. Baby, I'll stand by you, with you. Cause you are my woman, woman lead. Cause you are so woman, woman sweet. Come and use the room, my romantic. Come and make you feel good, romantic. Cause you are my woman, woman lead. Cause you are so woman, woman sweet.
Given me. And I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you. Because you're more precious than rubies and more lovelier than gold. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today. So I'll try my very best to make you proud. This may have been the echoes of a mother's wish that was silenced because she wasn't allowed to see this beautiful world. These may have been the visions, the voices that were silenced because they were not allowed to see and fulfill destiny. A death of a woman and a child is a death of a nation. Women are vessels to replenish the earth. They nurture, they restore, and they take pride in watching us grow. A famous poet once says, a woman will change Africa. When women understand how powerful they truly are, how powerful they can be, this demonstration of science will truly show women that they can move mountains, that together we can do the impossible, that together we are unstoppable. When a mother mixes love when she mixes courage the kind of greatness their children can turn to be. Thank you very much, and please do not try this at home.
Thank you. Contestant number 5.
There's never much love to go to. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a oneness. God has to be my hand. One more time, but I know I have powers taking a hold on me. I need a oneness. God has to be my hand. One more time, but I know I have powers taking a hold on me. Strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for my friend, wishing for my friends. Nobody makes it for my.
I stand for life. I stand for peace. I stand for women's rights. And I stand for education and opportunity. No girl shall be left behind.
Thank you. Contestant number 6, Jasmine. Let's welcome contestant number 8. Let's try.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to my own lyrics of the song, which is a part of my story. Just a small town girl, born and raised in Baltimore. She took the morning plane, Paris, USA. Paging up for Miss Cameroon, with judges and the population. For a smile, she can win their hearts. It goes on and on. Up and down the boulevard, the shadows searching in the night. Street light, people waiting just to find emotion. The shadows searching in the night. Okay.
Thank you. Contestant number 9, Tracy.
Promettons que dans les jours à venir, nous allons vous faire vivre la partie finale de cet événement Miss Cameroun avec le nom du résultat de qui parmi ces merveilleuses demoiselles a gagné cette Miss Africa 2016. Nous sommes ici dans le Silver Spring, Maryland, votre servante auditrice au micro, comme d'habitude, je suis là pour vous servir. C'est dans la fin de cette première partie de vidéo. La deuxième partie vous sera servie dans quelques jours. C'est un plaisir de vous avoir aussi nombreux. Restez fidèles à Afrique Mon Afrique TV. Là où le monde bougera, nous serons toujours pour vous servir. Doudou Teklengoulé, c'est mon nom. Restez connectés. Au revoir pour maintenant. Mais c'est juste pour la première partie de ce Miss Cameroun. La deuxième partie vous sera servie, bien sûr. Vous avez écouté les projets que ces différentes belles candidates à ce concours de Miss Cameroun vous ont proposé. À chacun de faire son jugement. Le résultat vous sera servi dans la vidéo numéro 2 qui ne tardera pas à arriver dans quelques jours. Au revoir et merci encore à Madame Lédiquette Ndi qui a donné l'opportunité à Afrique Mon Afrique TV d'être parmi les sponsors médias de cet événement. Merci de nous avoir eu. Restez connectés. Là où le monde bougera, définitivement j'y serai pour vous. Au revoir et nous vous laissons accompagner de ces belles demoiselles dans leur première entretien de ce Miss Cameroun 2016. Au revoir.
So what advice do you have for the ladies who are competing this evening?
Just give your best, just go out there.
Well, thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. She told us to stay here.
It's my pleasure having you. My name is Doudou Teklengoulé from Afrique Mon Afrique TV. Mon nom c'est Doudou Teklengoulé pour Afrique Mon Afrique TV. Ce qui veut dire en anglais, quel est votre nom? Je m'appelle Esmi. Quel pays vous représentez ici? Non, je suis Miss Maryland.
Ah, okay. So you Miss Maryland. Ah, okay. Could you tell us what idea do you want to share with people that are going to
listen to this interview?
What is your present? What is your purpose of your presence here?
Sur cette vidéo, quel est l'objectif de votre présence ici? Je suis juste ici pour supporter Miss Cameroun et supporter l'événement.
be Miss like you.
Certaines jeunes veulent être Miss comme toi. Quel conseil? Oui, si vous voulez être Miss, vous devez définitivement faire des recherches, apprendre à parler devant les gens, regarder ce que les autres font, et ça va vraiment vous aider. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut vraiment faire pour être préparé? Parce qu'il y en a qui ne savent pas vraiment commencer. Non, il faut vraiment marcher, rencontrer les anciens Miss, vous parler avec eux, voir là où ils ont commencé. Ils vous entraîneront sûrement. Mais il faut vraiment essayer de faire beaucoup de démarches, de recherche. Et rencontrer beaucoup de personnes.